Premier League clubs will vote on new Financial Fair Play (FFP) regulations coming into force that could change the landscape of England's top flight. These are not without criticism, with the Professional Footballers Association (PFA) joining forces with the likes of Manchester United and Manchester City in showing their dissent to the new proposals, which could come into force at the beginning of the 2026-27 campaign. Clubs will effectively be given two options when they vote on 21st of November. Stick with the current profit and sustainability rules, impose a squad cost ratio (SCR), alongside top-to-bottom anchoring (TBA). But what impact would the new system have, and why is it such a controversial topic? Premier League CEO Richard Masters has told Sky Sports that some clubs are concerned that they are having to balance FFP on two different playing fields. While the Premier League has its own set of rules, UEFA has a different set for European competition. The aim is to find a better alignment between the two. He explains, "We've done probably a year's work with internal working groups and talking to clubs about developing a new system. The principal starting point for that was alignment with UEFA, so our current PSR rules were aligned broadly to the FFP rules of UEFA when they were brought in. We came second and brought them in and they were the same. So, clubs that are operating in dual systems coming in and out of Europe don't have to operate on entirely different systems. So, there is continuity of financial planning, and that was the principal driving force between looking at what we call squad cost ratio, which is what is implemented in Europe." What the Premier League's squad cost ratio means for clubs. Squad cost ratio, SCR, has been imposed by UEFA since 2023 and limits how much clubs can spend as a percentage of their earnings. Under UEFA's legislation, clubs can spend 70% of their revenue on their squads, which includes transfers and wages. The Premier League is proposing that its clubs in Europe follow this rule, but clubs that do not have continental football can spend up to 85% of their revenue on their squads. Why do non-European clubs have the opportunity to spend more money? Simply because they are missing out on the lucrative income that playing in the likes of the Champions League can bring, and, therefore, it is seen as a way to balance out competitiveness. One advantage of this system is that clubs are not studied by looking at past results. Instead, they are given a clear budget that they should stick to each season. This is revised each year. Explain how top-to-bottom anchoring could change Premier League spending. Since spending power is tied to revenue under SCR, how could smaller teams catch up? The answer lies with top-to-bottom anchoring, TBA, which is designed to retain a sense of competitiveness across the league. Running in parallel with SCR, it will offer a further cap to spending based on the central income of the league's lowest earning side. Central income is derived apart from other revenue. It entails prize money and television rights, which is divvied up on an annual basis by the Premier League. The exact details of this have not been thrashed out, but the talks have been based around 5x the lowest earning team's central income. TBA will provide a definitive spending cap. So if the club ranked bottom in earnings of the Premier League were to earn £100 million in central income, no team could spend more than £500 million even if their SCR budget was higher. During the 2023-24 season, Sheffield United finished bottom of the league with revenue of around £110 million, which would limit the spending of any club to approximately £550 million.